Don't you just hate it when your glorious German Empire, or whatever, decides, some land down here looking pretty juicy I want to suck up into the great sprawling, or whatever that word is, empire of which I have worked so hard to build, and United Kingdom or France just guarantee their independence, and you don't want to start World War II in 1937. Well, I've got a solution for that. Welcome back to the Hearts of Iron 4 channel, which, well, makes Hearts of Iron 4 videos that, well, tell you guys how to play. So anyway, guys, today we're going to be talking about how to pretty much prevent the AI from guaranteeing nations like Yugoslavia, Romania, pretty much whatever kind of nation you are, and how to prevent them from actually, well, guaranteeing their independence. There's actually a few ways to stop the allies from guaranteeing their independence, and the reason I specifically point out the allies in this case is 99% of the time, these guys are the ones that start World War II. You might be wondering how I come up to that analogy. Well, you see, when Germany is deciding to go to war with somebody, and then these guys say, get your hand out of that cookie jar, we're going to come over there and try to spank you. Well, see how Germany could take that as a threat? Anyway, I'm just doing a joke. I'm not actually saying the Allies caused World War II. But anyway, so back to what I was talking about in the video. Really quick, I want to thank all my Patreon supporters and all the supporters of the channel, as you guys have given me so much support lately. It is absolutely ridiculous, and I want to thank you guys all so much. I'm about to hit 30,000 subs. It means the world to me. So now, let's go ahead and talk about this. So, how do you prevent the AI from guaranteeing independence? Well, there's actually a few ways of pretty much stopping the AI from guaranteeing independence. First off, world tension needs to remain under 25%. I'm going to tag England here, or the United Kingdom. The reason I specify this, a lot of people got angry over that. So if we were going to guarantee independence, first off, you need 25% political power, and then world tension is going to have to be a minimum of 25%. Now, the really good thing about this is, say for example, as a Axis power, you can pretty much think, okay, world tension, once it goes over 25%, that's when they're going to start something. So I can justify on this guy, that would cause 11. Then I could justify over here on this guy, that would cause 8. We're at 20. So then I could kind of look around the world and try to find somewhere that might cause only 4%. Small little teeny tiny nation which isn't going to cause any problems on anybody's soil. 4%. Okay, I'm not going to do it unless I can do it to 3%. Okay, boom. We're at 24%, and you notice something? The United Kingdom is not going to guarantee the independence of any nation until, let's go over that 25% now. Now they're going to start guaranteeing people out of, well, actually they don't have 25 board. Oh, alright, so this time it should work. Apparently I gave the, well, as you can see, when the AI had about 5,000 political power, or correction, 2,000, it kind of went a little bit nuts. So now, as you can see, we're going to play no world tension spikes. UK is not guaranteeing anybody. They're improving relations, but they're not doing anything. But now we're going to push it over 25%. And now they're going to start, yep, as you can see, they're starting to guarantee the independence of every single nation we're currently justifying war goals on, because world tension is now over 25%. Now, there is a couple other ways you can prevent an AI from guaranteeing the independence of a nation, but it is a lot more complicated than just keeping world tension under 25%. The other way you can prevent a nation from being guaranteed, which is incredibly ridiculous, is, say for example, if you want to invade Yugoslavia, and this works great if you're in multiplayer. If you have Italy as, say for example, a friend, and then that friend of yours decides to make an alliance with Yugoslavia, what will end up happening is, because Yugoslavia is in a faction, you can't guarantee the independence of that nation unless you're part of the faction. Yeah, that's right. The faction's name is Thick Boys. What you got about me, boyo? Anyway, so, after that stupid idea of a joke I just had, apologize about that. Basically, the only other way is to, well, do this. Just have them in a faction with somebody, and then maybe allow whoever to go to war with them. And if you're in single player, this is very unrealistic this is going to happen, because if it does, you're going to be at war with somebody. So it's kind of like an up to you kind of deal. That's the really only two ways to prevent the, well, AIs from guaranteeing independence. One thing I did forget to mention, which in my opinion is the worst decision possible, it is the most costly on your political power, and really this is the only way to do it past 25% world tension, so it's kind of like a take it or leave it choice. But here's how it works. Basically, to prevent them from guaranteeing the independence, you have to find nations that you have no interest, or if you're a multiplayer, your allies have no interest in invading whatsoever, and then you begin justifying on them. Here's how it works. So we don't have obviously any intention of going to war with Tibet. We would begin justifying war rules on them. As we can see, nobody's doing anything. So what we're going to do instead is find a democratic nation, kind of like this one. Spain got guaranteed. Next, we would probably go down here to France and justify on them to get the United Kingdom to declare war or guarantee their independence. And because they're not guaranteeing their independence, we know the UK doesn't have the political power available. Now, if we start justifying on the UK, same thing there. We know they don't have the political power available to actually do anything. Why? It's because we've begun over and over and over justifying war goals on all their fellow nations. We began justifying on France, or correction, Ireland. France guaranteed them. We started justifying on Spain. The United Kingdom guaranteed them. Now, the way this works is once you guarantee one nation, the next one goes up in cost. And eventually, by guaranteeing, or correction, justifying on enough democratic nations you don't care about going to war with, they're going to go through so much political power that it's going to take them forever to get enough to actually guarantee the nation that you want to invade. So now we could say, for example, go to war with these guys, and they're not going to guarantee the independence since we're past 25%. Now, this is one of the, in my opinion, worst ideas possible, because here's the problem you have. First off, you just have to wait until one of three things happen. One, you might get lucky and they don't get the political power back, and then you can go to war. Second, if the world tension is over 44 to 45%, somewhere in that ballpark, well, then you're going to kind of have to worry about them joining the Allies or whatever nation. And then the worst possible option and outcome of this is, after waiting for 8 or 9 months, trying to keep world tension down, they finally get enough political power to guarantee the independence. So this is kind of like the only way to do it past 25% world tension. I know some people think this is the best and easiest way to just kind of make the Allies go through all their political power, because you've, well, start justifying on all the other nations, and then once they guarantee the independence, you just cancel it and then go to the next one until they're not guaranteeing anybody else anymore. And then you just kind of wait it out. So yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I am sorry to kind of cut in like this after the video was already done, but this is just something I happen to remember that I covered a long time ago. So guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Stay awesome.